Alright, so we have covered how to import your media. We have covered how to crop and splice your video so that you cut the pieces out of it that you don't want in it. We've talked about transitions, and we've talked about titles or text. So now we're going to talk about audio. So audio, and one of you specifically asked about this on the call, audio is being able to put music underneath your video. So if you click on audio up here, it'll automatically open up all of the audio that you have in your iTunes or music folders. So we're just going to choose one here. Let's see what I have. So I have a song that I wrote called Ordinary Life, and right here I've got the minus track, which just means it's not going to have any words, so it's not going to be distracting. So I'm going to click on that and drag it and drop it down underneath my video. One thing I want to point out here, as you'll see, is the audio is like clipping. It's coming above the line here, which means it's a super loud audio. If you see anything that goes above this middle line, you may want to come and drag it down so that it's not so loud. In fact, I like to have mine where it's like almost in the bottom fourth of this little green section. But let's listen to it and see how it sounds.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and today I'm telling you the story about the time I was 7 months pregnant while playing an ape in a musical. Actually, I was 6.5 months.
So that to me is almost even a little too loud because it's only going to get louder, so I would just drag it down a little bit more. And the percentage is going to be different, so you'll notice on this one it says 6%, but like in one of the videos that I did recently, it was actually like 18%. So you don't want to necessarily worry about the percentage as much as you want to worry about where is this line in relation to the entirety of this green box here. Like how far up does it come? You want to keep it in the bottom like quarter. So for me that's 6% here. Let's listen to it again.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and today I'm telling you the story about the time I was 7 months pregnant while playing an ape in a musical.
Okay, so that sounds about right to me, and I want to keep it at that level. So the last thing that I want to do here is I'm going to jump to the very end of this video. Now, how you can jump is by pushing the up and down arrows. If you push up, it'll jump to the beginning, like backwards in your film. If you push down, it'll jump to the end, and it jumps between segments. So between each of the transitions, between the title or the text, and between each edge of each clip that you have on here. So I'm going to push down until I get to the bottom of the last transition here, and then I'm going to select my audio file here, and I'm going to hit Command B to crop the audio. So what it's doing is it's automatically cutting this to the end of the video. So I'm going to select anything that goes past the end of the video here and make sure that it's highlighted in yellow, and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard. And there we go. We've got it removed. One last thing here about audio is that when you're playing the end of a video out, you don't want your audio to end abruptly. So let's listen.
A story. Bye-bye.
So it just kind of cut off. There's no fading out, and I really want it to fade out. I don't want it to be so abrupt. So right here you'll notice on the little audio bar there's a little circle and 2 arrows. It says fade audio out. So it's not there if you're not scrolling or hovering over it, so you're gonna have to hover. Hover over it, grab onto that, make sure it doesn't have a line. If it has a line, you'll be shrinking the actual audio. You just want these 2 little arrows next to this circle. You're gonna click and you're gonna pull it to the left. And so that's 7 seconds, it says, so let's take a listen as it fades out.
From the vine as I was doing it. I had a really great time, and thanks for listening to my story. Bye-bye.
So that was perfect. It faded out slowly and there was no abrupt stops, and that's exactly what I want. So that is audio in a nutshell, and I hope that you were able to learn something new here today. The last thing I'm going to show you is how to export your video.